But it is a difficult thing for many children when they're struggling to read. So maybe in the program, we will find ways of supporting reading for understanding and recognize that we can play a role as a parent. My name is Thozi Theko Oum. I'm a parent, and I've started a program that I call parent-to-parent discussion. And as a program, this is just to support us as parents, especially for those of you who have children still at school. This session will have 10 episodes, 10 minutes per episode or session, and this should be enough for you, fellow parent, to take in and reflect on the content. At times, we will have a guest that will help us direct the session, or with questions, or have a sharing experience. We will also have you, the listener, send some questions so that we can answer them in the session or in the social media. So let's get started. Here are the questions that have lingered in my mind for a long time before I got into this work. Why do children drop out of school? What is it that supports learners to stay at school? My program is answering some of those questions. And here is what research says about why children drop out of school. Reading struggle. When children are struggling with reading and not understanding what they read, over time, they get disappointed for a long time and they may drop out. Some of us may say that, we swam and we overcame that. But it is a difficult thing for many children when they're struggling to read. So maybe in the program, we will find ways of supporting reading for understanding and recognize that we can play a role as a parent. The next thing is absenteeism. When a child is absent from time to time, even not every day, not consecutively, but they're absent from time to time, they miss out. And it's hard to catch up. And when that also takes longer, a child gets frustrated. And that could be another reason. The relevance of the curriculum. A child asks themselves, why am I studying this? Why am I learning this? Why is it hard? How is it supporting me in life? That's another thing that we as parents can do something about. We can connect what the child is learning at school to real life. But if that doesn't happen for a long time, the child doesn't understand the relevance of schooling, they drop out. Mental issues, and I don't want to call them mental illness because I'm no psychologist and you as a parent are no psychologist, but mental issues, they present themselves differently to a child. And if they're addressed, they don't become a mental illness. A mental issue can be that a child is struggling with anxiety. Something in school is happening that disturbed the process of his or her thinking, that it slowly develops to anxiety. If that is prolonged, it can become something more than what it should be. And when that happens, Where that frustration can go, we actually all don't know. And those are some of the things that research says lead to dropout. But here are the bigger things that we think are even beyond us. The obvious one is teenage pregnancy, poverty, drugs, and disabilities. These are things that we think they're too big for us. But when we know, when we are conscious, dear parents, that these are some of the reasons that lead to dropout, we have them at the back of our minds. We can then use the program further to bring solutions to some of them, maybe not all. But let's look at the next follow-up question. What is it that supports learners to stay in school? High quality education. It's better said than done. Relevance of the curriculum with purpose. Learner support and focus. It is up to us parents to know that these things are important and then perhaps bring them forward to our education system, to our support staff, to our schools, and maybe finding ways to support educators in making this happen. But when we know, then we know what to do. When we don't know, we blindly pay for school fees, we get uniforms, we go to take our children to private schools, hoping that these issues will be addressed generally. But the program helps you see individually for your child what your child is moving through. So, I have developed a program that I call You and Your Child's Education. It really breaks down the full understanding of a child and child development and what happens in school for you to be able to see and then support educators, support the schooling system, and maybe mobilize things that we may need in our communities to support children, to keep busy and busy with important things. And as I said earlier, there will be several sessions, several episodes. So the next episode will be on remembering who your child is. This will help you understand your child, be able to look at your child in a different way, in a new way, in a way that is life-giving. So I look forward to our next session. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Please check the description box below for more information on the program and how to get hold of us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to get updates on our future uploads.